Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian from Kingdom Hearts Union Cross Nation, and today we're just going to be going over the Key Art 14 medal that we just got for this week's VIP. Long story short, it's not the greatest of medals. Honestly, it's literally the worst medal that we've received in a long time for a VIP medal. And for those of you that are looking here on my screen, I have it already updated like usual on my website khuxnation.com. So in case you happen to not want to look at the video or something, you can always come to my website and check out the medal analysis that I got going on for it as well. It'll be on the front end section of the screen on the main page, but in case it happens not to be there anymore, if you're looking at this from the future, you can always go to click on medal analysis in the top right corner, click on all medals, tier 7, because it is the tier 7 medal. And it will pop up on the front right here with all the other tier 7 medals for you to look at as well as including a spreadsheet for you guys to look at with all the specifics about each individual medal that comes out, including new ones that come out. I update it very regularly, so go ahead and check that out. But other than that, let's jump right into the medal analysis. So right here we got the Key Art 14 medal. It is a speed upright medal, tier 7, single target. Has a multiplier of 1.47 to 1.67 and uses 4 gauges, and it raises upright strength by 1 tier for 1 turn and raises PSM defense by 2 tiers for 1 turn and greatly recovers HP. Now I had a lot of mixed feelings about this medal, besides the fact, like I mentioned before, it's literally the worst medal that we've ever received for a VIP medal in quite a long time, maybe even period. But it's definitely not worth VIP status, that's for sure. Honestly, I would much rather use HPO over this medal still. Like, HPO is just hands down still the best medal for defense. Literally, this is HPO. The only difference between Key Art 14 and HPO, besides the fact that this one provides an upright buff, is the fact that HPO provides a general defense buff as well as a PSM defense buff, whereas this one just does PSM defense. Granted, this one does PSM defense by 2 tiers, but HPO only does PSM defense by 1 tier. However, HPO also, you can argue that HPO also makes up for that lack of PSM defense with the general defense. And personally, I would much rather have the general defense over PSM defense any day. I've stated it multiple times before on the channel, but anything that is general strength or general defense is always better than any attribute related strength or defense. But in terms of this actual medal itself, as you can tell right here, it has a score of 25.382, which is significantly low. So like if we go here on my spreadsheet, so this is the tier 7 spreadsheet that I have, and we look here at the scores, so it's already organized by score, but it is literally at the very bottom of the whole scores for tier 7. It's literally the worst tier 7 that we have. But I was kind of curious because I'm like, you know, after thinking about it, a score in the 20s is actually really low. I'm pretty sure I've seen other medals with scores that low too. So I went digging around a little bit, and I actually went to the tier 4 section and found out that it literally has the same score similar to a mid tier 4 medal. Like, that's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. So basically what this is saying is that we were basically given a tier 4 medal for a VIP. That's literally what we're saying. They just called it a tier 7 medal and we're done with it. It was yeah, it's not that great. One thing that's also worth mentioning as well that I thought was interesting was that for the Japanese version of this medal, the Key Art 14, in the Japanese version of the game, this medal is actually an AoE medal, but for some reason they downgraded it for us and made it a single target medal. I don't understand why, but that's what they did. But I honestly, it's just not a great medal. I don't know how else to say it. Like, it's not a great medal. I don't like the fact that it uses 4 gauges, although arguably HP also uses, I think, 4 gauges. So, But I mean, that's even more of a reason to just compare it to HPO. Like, they're almost literally the exact same thing. This one just has its buffs are just slightly different in a different order than HPO's, but I would much rather still use HPO. The only reason I would probably even bother using Key Art 14 is if it's like in the 3rd slot or something of my setup where the rest of my medals can actually benefit from the upright buff. But that would literally be it. And even then, that's kind of pushing it. Because, like, when looking at its multipliers, it has some of the lowest multipliers in the game. Like, in case you aren't aware, a base multiplier of 1.47 and max multiplier of 1.67, that's literally exactly what most tier 1 multipliers have. I can actually show you. Give me a second. All right, so I'm here at the tier 1 spreadsheets, okay? And I'm going to organize this by base multiplier. Alright, so it's now organized by base multiplier. And you can look here that literally all of the worst base multipliers for tier 1 medals have the same exact multiplier as the Key Art 14. And we can even do it again for max multiplier. Bam, okay, same exact thing. Okay, the ones with 1.47 for base multiplier have a max multiplier of 1.67, which is exactly the same as Key Art 14. It's like we were literally given a trash medal for VIP, and I don't understand why. It's not worth being a VIP whatsoever. The only thing that like raises its multiplier whatsoever is that tier level, and that's it. Like, if you can see here, like tier 1 for these multipliers, they have a total max multiplier, so taking the guilt percentage into account of like the 2 areas, okay? But solely because that it's a tier 7, it got raised to a 5 instead. So it's just like it's not great at all. It's not very good. But in case you want to happen to check out my article that I have right now, go ahead, go to KHUXNation.com. It's a very short article, to be honest, just because of the fact, like I keep saying, it's not a great medal. Like, the only reason I would even bother using this medal is for very niche situations, like with HPO. Just like HPO and any other defense medal, you don't have to worry about what slot it goes in for like attributes. Like, if you wanted to, you could put this on a power reverse slot. Even though it's not a power reverse medal, just because it's there solely for the ability, and it's not going to be doing much damage in the first place anyway, so you don't really care about that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But other than that, that's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. And hit that bell button. It really helps out. It lets you know whenever I post new videos. I'm trying to post every day if possible, but it's not always guaranteed. If there happens to be any other medals or even video concepts that you would like me to talk about, go ahead and let me know in the comment section below. But other than that, that's it for today, guys. My name is Brian from Kingdom Hearts and Cross Nation, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.